Hola amigos, ¿cómo está? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Breaking news. News has just dropped actually that it's official. Mateo Chavez is being sold to AZ Alkmaar in the Netherlands, the Eredivisie. And yeah, it's just broken. Obviously, a couple of days ago, obviously, it was announced by, I think that's Cesar Mola, I think the journalist's name is, that Chivas were in talks with AZ Alkmaar again, that Alkmaar come back in for him. Obviously, there was negotiations, I think, back in the summer, and or back in the January, I can't remember. I think it was last summer. And Chivas, I think, rejected their offer and they didn't come back in, but they've come back in now. And apparently it's all done. It's all done, sealed now. Apparently the deal is around about 2 million up front USD, and then I think there's a pay on option or a sell on fee. Apparently 70% or something like that. I'm not quite sure what the actual specific details are, but there's a sell on clause in there. So yeah, it's a massive deal. A bit surprising, obviously. Mateo Chavez and Hugo Camberos are the two players right now that are probably imminently going to Europe, and I thought it was going to be Camberos first, with obviously the whole controversy around his contract. I thought that would be done first, to be honest with you, but no, it's official now. I mean, obviously Chivas have not announced it yet, but journalists are saying it's a done deal, it's done, it's sorted, 2 million plus the sell on fee. And yeah, look, mixed feelings with this, to be honest with you. I mean, he's our starting left back now. He's been our starting left back for a while now. He's established himself at Liga MX level. So he's integral to the team. He's one of the first players on the team sheet. He's one of the best defenders we have right now, and yeah, I mean, look, everyone would love to have Chivas win the trophy, him win a trophy with us, and then he can leave. But that's just not feasible right now. At the moment, we're barely even able to get into Liga, so and the whole Chiquete thing, I think that's still really fresh in everyone's memory, even the board and the coaches or whatever. We made a massive fumble with Chiquete. We ended up selling him to a league rival. I'm not even a league rival. I don't count Cruz Azul as a league rival, to be honest with you. You can argue with that if you want in the comments. It's fine. So yeah, that whole controversy. We should have accepted a fee for him from Europe when we had the chance. I think it was 6 million or whatever. We should have done that. And then Chiquete wouldn't be floundering in Cruz Azul right now. So yeah, that was fresh in I think Chivas' mind. Think, okay, cool. We either accept this deal now or we risk selling him to Cruz Azul or Pueblo or whatever. In the summer. So. Not that he would have forced a move. I don't think he would have forced a move like Chiquete did. I think Chiquete's been severely misled by his agent. I mean, I can only imagine it's his agent and not him. I think he loves the club. I think he loves Chivas, but somebody somewhere told him, "Oh, go to Cruz Azul and you go to Europe." Well, really? Well, let's see how that happens. But he's probably looking at Chavez going, "We should have stayed." Cruz, I should have stayed at Chivas, and maybe I'll be going in the summer as well. But it is what it is. So that was fresh in I think everyone's mind. So you're thinking, okay, if they come back in for him, it's a decent-ish of 2 millions. Nothing really. I think any other club, any top club, Tigres America, or Rayados even. Rayados has got to do a massive rebuild in my opinion. They're not as good as what they should be. You're thinking maybe 10 million, 8 million, something like that for Chavez. I mean, he's knocking on the door for the Mexican national team. Let's just be real on that. Like everyone's saying that he's a really, really good fullback, and left back's a bit of a problem area for Mexico right now. And he's going to have a top career if he can stay fit and then stay progressing the way he's been doing. He's won trophies with the club right now, so um, every sign points to him having a really top career. So the sooner he goes to Europe, he's 20 years old, so he's still young enough to improve, and he can learn a hell of a lot more in Europe, I think, than in Mexico. So like for him personally, I think it's a good move for him. He gets to go to Europe sooner rather than later. Hopefully, he can take. I mean, he's a hard-working kid. I think he's going to take the opportunity and run with it and see how well he does over there. But for Chivas, it's a massive loss. To be fair for Chivas, we're going to be floundering now to get a new left back in. There are players in the club that can take over the spot. I mean, even in Tapatio and the U23s, like Chavez did. Chavez came from that youth system, so So yeah, it's a massive loss to Chivas right now, and it's a sacrifice in some ways. But hey, if he does well in Alkmaar and he gets sold to a bigger European club, then who's to say that we don't get a massive chunk out of that? I mean, if he goes say 20 million, 25 million euros, that's going to be a hefty chunk back into Chivas's pockets. So in the long run, it could work out. And in the short run, it's a massive loss for Chivas. It's a sacrifice. We're losing our star left back, part of a young core of team of players in our defence now. And yeah, I mean it's a loss, but at the same time, I think well, the whole Chiquete thing, and I've always said that Chivas needs to be producing players into Europe again. I feel like it helps the Mexican national team. It helps Chivas in the long run. It helps Chivas's stature within the club and within the world football. And look, there's totally people out there. There's Chivas fans out there that think we should keep our best players. I mean, he's 20 years old. Maybe we can keep him for another 2 years or so and then try and win a trophy. We're more likely to win a trophy with Chavez than without, to be honest with you. But at the same time, like, that's not realistic. I would love that. That's the perfect dream, but I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. We're struggling at the moment, partly due to the coach. I don't think the coach is up to the task. But the club in general is struggling right now, and we're bringing in those new, young, great players. And the drawback of that is they're going to attract European interest. So, um, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think it's a good move. I'm quite happy with it, to be honest with you. All the Chivas haters have shut up now. Um, people coming out with outrageous stuff like cancer and Mexican football, whatever. Like, we've just sent probably Mexico's next starting left back to Europe at the age of 20 so that he can have a good career over there. I mean, you can talk bullshit what you like, but at the same time, like, we're doing this seems to be the first step on a road that's in a better position, better direction, shall I say. The whole selling to our league rivals has got to stop now. We need to be selling these players. They want to go to Europe, most of them. Um, why not let them? Why not just give them that opportunity? He's 20 years old. He's going to learn a lot now. Eredivisie is a decent league to learn more in. It's a decent, I would say, stepping stone league. All due respect to them, but they are a lot of the Premier League legends came from the Eredivisie. So, um, yeah, it is what it is. Like, I'm personally happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. And if we can get Canberras to say a PSV as well in this summer transfer window, then fine. Canberras is amazing, to be honest with you. I'm watching the Chivas Atlas game right now, and he's just scored a goal. So, um, he's going to be epic as well. I think he's going to be an absolutely amazing player. He just needs the right decision. And I don't want to see him at Tigres or, God forbid, Cruz Azul. I want to see him in Europe, playing Australia. If we're going to have to sell him, if he wants out, then go to Europe. And there's more where that came from, man. I mean, Padilla maybe at some point, Hormiga if he ever gets on the pitch again. And there's some more in the youth system as well. Gaguayo in Tapatio, Sanchez as well. There's a whole bunch of players in the youth system that haven't even got into the first team yet. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this. Like I said loads of times, I'm happy with it. I'm buzzing for him. I'm hoping he has a really good career. Alkmaar's gonna get a hell of a lot of more new fans, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he does in Europe. So. Anyway, let me know what you think of the move. Let me know what you think as a Chivas fan, as a rival fan. Um, it leaves Chivas a little bit in a lurch right now. Do we go and buy a new left back? I don't think so. To be honest with you, I think we're going to pluck someone from Tapatio or Daniel Flores. I think the name pops out to me, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know what you think, what your thoughts are on this move. I think it's a great move for all concerned. Great move for Chivas in the long run. Great move for Chavez in the long run. And a great move from the Mexican national team in the long run as well, because we might actually get a decent left back in for the first time in a while. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and congratulations to Mateo. I hope you have a really good time in Europe, and follow your career really well over there, because we do like Mexicans in Europe. So, yeah, thanks guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, like I said, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.